news. Well, space to do that Twitter certainly is not.
Exactly. The supermarket tabloid National Enquirer, which is often ridiculed for its outlandish headlines, is now the center of a feud between the U.S. president and two TV journalists.
While it's tempting to dismiss the Enquirer stories as false, the paper occasionally has major scoops. Our Sarah Ganem has this report.
Despite the tabloidy headlines, there are times the National Enquirer has been spot on with the big political stories. Its most well-known scoop during the run-up to the 2008 election, when it accused Democratic frontrunner John Edwards of cheating on his cancer-stricken wife with his campaign videographer, Rielle Hunter, even fathering a secret love child with her. Back then, an Enquirer reporter showed CNN how he tracked it all down.
I say to him, Mr. Edwards, Alexander Hitchin from the National Enquirer, you know, we know that you've been with Rielle Hunter. Don't you think it's about time to actually tell everyone that you are actually the father of this child?
Still, Edwards denied it for years.
I've responded to consistently to these tabloid allegations by saying I don't respond to these lies.
Most media stayed away, even when the Enquirer published a photograph purportedly of Edwards visiting Hunter and their little girl. Edwards called the photo fake. But eventually the lie unraveled. The Enquirer did a victory lap, taking credit for Edwards' fall from grace. The Pulitzer Prize Board reportedly even considered the publication for journalism's top prize, something candidate Donald Trump supported.
I've always said, why didn't the National Enquirer get the Pulitzer Prize for Edwards?
The Enquirer declares it is the only publication with the guts to tell it like it is, and that it's been proven correct about other scandalous affairs. Like in 1987, when Democratic presidential nominee Gary Hart had been forced to suspend his campaign after news reports revealed a relationship with model Donna Rice. The Enquirer provided the visual proof, publishing this memorable photograph of Rice sitting in Hart's lap on a yacht. That effectively spelled the end of his political career. And in 2001, Jesse Jackson admitted to having a love child with a top aide, as the National Enquirer prepared to uncover his affair in a story. Then in 2003, Rush Limbaugh was forced to admit he had a painkiller addiction after the National Enquirer paid his housekeeper to reveal that she'd been supplying the conservative talk show host with prescription pain pills. Law enforcement confirmed it, and Limbaugh went to rehab. Not to say they always get it right. They don't. Week after week, far-fetched stories accompanied by eyebrow-raising headlines give it a questionable reputation. The Enquirer was just plain wrong when it published that Congressman Gary Condit's wife attacked his missing intern, Chandra Levy, in 2001 before her disappearance. The Enquirer settled a $1 million libel suit over the story. And during the contentious 2016 primary campaign, stories about Ted Cruz, about alleged affairs, and about his father were widely criticized and never proven to be true.
The Enquirer, perhaps the most famous or infamous of tabloids in the United States.
Sarah Ganem giving us a timeline of their hits and many misses. Thank you for being